New tonight, the Vatican responds to accusations that top officials, including the Holy Father, covered up the sexual misconduct of Theodore McCarrick, the former Archbishop of Washington. Lauren Ashburn is on assignment in Rome and joins us now with more. Lauren?
Wyatt, sources within the Vatican tell me that top officials are struggling with the response to this burgeoning scandal, but they have begun to recognize the enormity of the problem and understand that what has been done and said so far is doing little to quell the criticism. They have been having an internal debate about how to engage the issue without compounding the problem. And in that vein, Pope Francis's top advisors said here today that the Vatican is preparing the necessary clarifications about the charges, which originated with former nuncio Carlo Vigano. Members of the church hierarchy covered up for disgraced former cardinal in Washington, Theodore McCarrick. At the same time, the 9 cardinals at today's meeting expressed full solidarity with the Pope in this unprecedented crisis. The key, of course, is going to be the nature of these clarifications and how they are willing to do this in response to the scandal. Also at issue, what to do about the current Washington Archbishop, Cardinal Donald Wuerl, who is under pressure to resign after a Pennsylvania grand jury report accused him of failing to act against numerous priests accused of sexual abuse and reassigning some to other parishes. The Pope met with Wuerl last week and told him to discern his response with his fellow priests. We have learned that the president of the U.S. Bishops' Conference, Cardinal Daniel DiNardo, will be meeting with the Pope here in Rome on Thursday.
Lauren, does this talk of clarification suggest the Vatican realizes that silence is not the way to approach this crisis?
Yes. The Pope, as you'll recall, originally said he would not say one word about the charges in the Vigano letter, but said he may speak later, and then called on journalists to do their job to discern the truth. His Secretary of State, Cardinal Pietro Parolin, told an Italian news agency last week that he was taking the same tack. But as reverberations throughout the media and the church itself are growing stronger, it seems the Pope's advisors are taking note. It's rare that they release a statement after the first of 3 days of meetings. We don't normally have a daily press release, but this time they thought it was necessary. Now, some bishops and priests have also been speaking out about the Vatican's limited responses, and sources here tell me that pushing back on the allegations is not so simple, because the Vatican has needed to pore over documents within its archives to determine exactly what actually happened and to decide with prudence how it should be addressed. There's a strong feeling here that Americans often demand quick answers by the next news cycle, but that it is sometimes impossible based on the complexity of the allegations. Wyatt.
Lauren Ashburn reporting from Rome tonight. Thanks, Lauren.